Beer time. And it is the 12th day of December. It's also a Friday, so it's also Christmas party night for the local village. So, I decided to get one in early so that I'd have time to get myself all prettified before I go out. So, prettified. This can, it is a can, it seems exceedingly tall, like taller than a regular pint can. So, I'm reserving my judgment for a vessel to enjoy this in until after I get it out of the bag. December 12th. That's right, it is day 12 of the fabulous Advent beer calendar. Thank you. And let's open up the poop bag and see what we have. It is a big beer. It is 19.2 fluid ounces, which means I'm probably going to put this in something generic but bigger. I believe these are 20-ounce mugs. So, bought these at a restaurant supply place. They were $1 a piece. You can't go wrong with a big beer mug for $1, baby. So, 8.5% alcohol by volume. This is a Founder's Scotch Style Ale by the name of Dirty Bastard. Rich caramel notes, malty sweetness. Anything else on here? Looks like there's something. Doesn't look like a legend, but it looks. Wow. Still can't read it. Where the classics never go out of style and new legends arise. 50 IBUs, 8.5%, pint. Enjoy fresh. Founders Brewing Company. Venture Series. Okay. And of course, it has the standard, you know, I've already done chainsaws. I've already talked about tightrope walking. I've done hula skirting. Let's come up with something new. I should probably do this before the video, but don't play hockey naked if you're drunk and pregnant, okay? You can get frostbite. All right. Let's get to the beer. Let's get to the beer, Rich. Just do it. Do it. So, let's crack this sucker open. Just trimmed my nails an hour ago because I part of my prettifying, got to prettify myself. Let's pour this thing out. Man, that is a big can. It makes my hand look small. So, and that's saying something. I got big hands. So, let's get. Oh, look at this color. I'm going to pour it a little violent once I've had. Make it gurgle, Rich. Make it gurgle so that the head comes up. Oh, it's pretty. It's a caramel color head. It is a reddish brown beer. It's brown with hints of red. It is gorgeous. Man, look at that. I really do appreciate when a nice roasted grain comes out in the color, and that's man. So while it's still foaming, let's give it a sniff. Ooh, ooh, it smells quite hoppy because it is a Scotch style ale. The Scotch style ales have quite a punch, but they're not like IPAs. Generally, they don't try to mug your mouth with hops. But Scotch style ales, Irish style ales, even English and American style ales, they all have a bigger hop punch to them. But now this says that it's got caramel notes and a malty sweetness about it. So that's not usually associated with the higher hop beers. So let's before I keep speculating away, why don't we tuck in and see what this is like? So, oh, nice bitterness and caramel notes, and a hint of sweetness. Wow. Founders. Wow. This is a complex beer. This is not something for everyone. This is like this is like beer cubed. It's the flavors on usually on the Scotch ales, the Irish ales, the English ales. They intensify the flavor profile. It is not like someone who loves light beer and thinks that that is what beer is would drink this and go, "Oh, that's way too much for me." But if you like beer, like on a fundamental level, like a caveman style like of beer, you'll like this. So, wow, that is delicious. There's that sweetness almost makes the hops seem fruity, but the hops are there. The big hop thing right after you swallow it just coats your tongue. But now it lingered just a little bit, but now it's gone. So, man, that's nice. Going back in. Sort of inert when you have it in your mouth. I don't know if that's like a flavor overload or if it just needs, your taste buds need air to make the flavor profile come through. The flavor is actually leveling out. It's not quite as intense. Probably because my mouth has gotten used to the bolder flavors and now it's looking for the subtler ones. Um, I That's a hint of advice I can give you guys. If you want to try new beers, don't put it down after one swallow. Even if you didn't like it, don't put it down because a lot of times there's these big bold flavor notes that overwhelm your mouth when you're trying something new, and your mouth will adapt and look for the subtler things. It's actually a survival technique that we evolved to look for poison. I know it's crazy, but it's true. Your body can get way deep down on tasting things so that you can identify something that could possibly harm you. Well, it also works for identifying something that you really enjoy. So, um, that so all pretty much all bold flavors you should definitely try more than one mouthful, so that you don't miss out on something really good just because your first impression of it was, oh, this is too overpowering for me. So go back in. Man, that malt all through there, and it's like the malt and the hops are butting heads, but they're smiling at each other while doing it. So it's like they're complementing each other, but at the same time they're warring in your mouth because the caramel notes are all over it. And the malty sweetness is mixed with those caramel notes, and then all of the hops come washing in at the end of the swallow, and it's not just on the tongue; it's throughout the entire mouth. I can taste it on the roof of my mouth, and then it just smooths out and disappears. And I'm left looking at the mug going, when's the next swallow, buddy? So, uh, yes, many inanimate objects talk to me. It's just who I am. So they all do it in weird cartoon voices too, because those are all going on in here. It's not an, I mean, I can tell it's carbonated, but it's not very effervescent in the mouth. It's so I don't get that this is going to. Wow, have I really gone through a lot of this beer? I don't feel that it's going to be a very burpy beer, but I can see that if I continue agitating it and taking big swallows of it, trying to do the flavor profile, that eventually I'm going to get a little bit burpy. But what can you do? That's carbonation. Happens in pop, happens in beans, happens in beer. So, and champagne. Champagnes make you burp. Oh, yes. That is just and I know this is it's not a clean beer. A clean beer is one that the moment you swallow, it gives you burst of flavor and then it's gone. This is hanging about just a little bit more, but it still disappears after, 10, 15 seconds. But I will describe it as crisp. It is a crisp beer. It snaps in your mouth. And that bitterness, I would say, well, I gave you what the profile was, I believe. Um, yes, 50 IBUs. In my own scale, I would say that this is a 6 or a 7 on the bitterness scale out of 10. Maybe even an 8. But because it doesn't linger, it makes me want to say 7. Um, it's probably one of the most unique Scotch ales I've had. And I like Scotch ales. As much as I don't like IPAs, I still enjoy a big, bold hop flavor. And this has got a nice, big, bold hop flavor. Pairing it with that malty sweetness and the caramel flavoring, it's it's ingenious, really. I don't know if they set about to brew exactly that flavor or if this was a happy result of what they thought would happen. Um, if anyone from Founders sees this, let me know. You could do it on the down low. You could send me an email. You don't have to admit it in public if this was just a happy accident. So I will say that I am enjoying this beer quite a bit. And at 8.5% alcohol by volume, I don't think I could enjoy a few of these. Uh, that could get you just, but I want to. That's what's crazy about it. Usually the high ABVs, they're like one and done beers. But this one makes me want to drink this. If I was at a bar, there would be multiples of this poured out of the tapper for me. Um, but I don't think I would stay on it all night because it is intensely flavored. And intensely flavored beers have a tendency to accumulate flavors in your mouth, and after a while, you're like, okay, this is a little gone over the board. So gone overboard on it, just a tiny bit, but very much enjoying this beer. So 19.2 fluid ounces. I'm going to give you guys a view of the can. Dirty Bastard from Founders. Just a giant can. So delicious, though. Very happy with this. Day 12 of the Advent beer calendar is a very nice day. Good beer. Didn't poop on the rug. Good beer. Good beer. Didn't poop on the rug. So, if I saw this in the store, would I pick it up? Yes. Yes, I would. This is one I intensely want to share with my beer buddies because it is very good. This is almost a large enough can that you could actually split it with your buddy and get good flavors out of it. But in my opinion, I don't think that would be enough beer for either of you. I would want one of these all on my own, or even two of these all on my own. So I if someone handed this to me at a party, would I be happy? Very much so. But as I said, maybe I'd have a second one, but then I would move on to something else because, especially at a party, strong flavors lead to problems. You know. So, delicious. Founders, outstanding, guys. Seriously. Dirty Bastard, Scotch Style Ale. Pick it up if you see it. It's good. Especially if you like, even if you like IPAs, you'll probably just love this. If you're an Imperial Stout fan, you might actually love this too because it is as intensely flavored as the Imperial Stout, but it's got so much more bitterness to it than the Imperial Stouts do. So, um, if you liked what I did here today, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. And if you want to talk to me about this beer or any of the other beers that I've tasted, please make use of the comments section down below. If you want to know exactly when I post these, you can always hit that notification bell. But what I'd really like you guys to do, what I would really like you guys to do is share the channel because I want to reach out to people who appreciate beer at the same level that I do. So I am going to enjoy the rest of this beer, and then I'm going to get myself all super prettified to go out to the Christmas parties of the evening. I will not be wearing the fez out of the house, even though it's cold enough for me to enjoy wearing the fez out of the house. I think I'll probably just go with some sort of Irish cap or something like that. So, anyway, Fez meets beer. Gonna leave you here, and I will see you guys next time I have an awesome beer to share. Thanks.